Hey, girl.
Hi. Hi, hi, hi,
How's it going,
hi.
girl? How's it going? How's it going?
Good. I'm back. I'm relaxed. I'm not, but I'm back.
That's right. Dear listeners, I need to apologize.
It's too
Mame,
late to
Mame
apologize.
went away. Mame went away to Hawaii and then Halloween Town, and I found out that I'm keeping my job. So both of those happened.
And her baby. And her baby.
I still ain't had it yet.
Oh
I still ain't had it
Lord.
yet. I still real pregnant, girl.
Come on. Is that
Although I did have a Dunkin' Donuts baby not too long ago. Um, yeah. So, dear listeners, I'm currently having a Cherokee key right now.
Come
Cherokee
on,
key,
Cherokee up in the mountains,
Cherokee
honey.
key. I have to decide what I have to eat for dinner tonight. They've got a Brio Italian.
Oh, okay.
They've got if I want to put on my jeans, I do not. They do have Ruth's Chris downstairs.
Do they not have any native cuisine? Oh, okay.
Native girl, they've got a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. They've got a Guy Fieri restaurant. Native girl, there's no native cuisine in this entire city. What are you talking about?
That's kind of crazy. I mean, when I went to Phoenix, right? That was like a big part of their city. Like there were a lot of like native forward restaurants.
Yeah,
So
but like a lot of the you've got to think a lot of the food here that they did was hiding as white people.
oh, that's true. Never
Because it's the Eastern Band of the
mind.
Cherokee. Dear listeners, if you don't know, there's this thing called the Trail of Tears. Um,
And if you don't know,
in which they uprooted a bunch of. Funny story. The name of the county that Cherokee's in is Jackson County. To always remember the president that did this. so they a lot of Cherokee Indians were forcefully moved from here to Oklahoma and that area. Like just west. We'll just say west because they were moved multiple times.
yep.
We aren't gonna like United States government shitty to the Native Americans for years. Um, but some escaped out and hid in the mountains and stayed here, so they got their land eventually. I'm like,
It took a while.
it took a while. But yeah, so this is Cherokee tribal land. Soon they're going to have recreational marijuana. The only place in North Carolina to have it, the only place in the south of Virginia to have it, basically, in on the eastern seaboard.
I didn't know they had it in Virginia now.
They passed it. They're still. I think it's next year. It comes like in full force.
Uh-oh.
But they are going to have the largest dispensary in the southeast.
Whoa.
They turned their old bingo hall. You remember that thing?
I do.
They're turning that into their dispensary.
Dang.
Yeah, it's huge. It's gonna be the Walmart of weed. Yeah, you're welcome.
It's
Uh,
gonna be the Walmart.
it is as long as it ain't the food kitty, we're good. But no, they have Wicked Weed Brewing from Asheville has a little pub here. Their wings are real good.
Okay.
Um, there's a noodle bar downstairs supposedly very good. I've never eaten that because it's always crowded. Um, yeah, there's like the Earl of Sandwiches is here too.
Oh, I love the Earl. I don't know what that is, but it's
You've
fine.
never had Earl of Sandwiches? It's in a lot of airports. Oh, you
I
don't.
haven't been in a lot of
Yeah, you don't
airports.
travel that much. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do better, by the way.
Why you don't need to?
I
Like
feel like I should do better.
why? Why do you
don't
want
know.
to?
I don't know.
Like, are you comfortable and happy?
I mean, am I comfortable? Sure. Am I happy? Sometimes.
Are you as happy as you can be as a late millennial, early
Oh,
millennial?
oh yeah. No,
Okay,
I
the
mean,
girl,
I'm
don't worry about it.
definitely doing better than most Zennials, like in terms of like
Yeah, yeah.
baseline.
We're not Zennial, we're Exennial. Zennial is the other side of it.
Exennial?
Exennial, yes.
Exennial.
Yeah, Zennial is Gen Z millennials.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because
thought exennial. Okay.
yeah, yes.
But wouldn't it be Zennial the way X and E go
Girl,
together?
don't, just
Okay.
please, just don't. Just Go with God, girl. Go with God.
Dear listeners, if you're a little bit older than us, if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, so the years between 1980 and 85 are considered a micro generation because we're like the last like analog that bled into digital before digital sort of took over our lives.
It really depends on who you ask. Most people say that like the majority of people say that we're not. Like they just say we're millennials. Because
but there are some that say that we are, but some actually still say that we are like the last Gen Xers as well.
You know what this makes me believe? That generations, just like gender, don't mean anything.
It don't mean nothing.
No. I've always, you know what my view's always been. What my views
that you're the greatest generation.
That every generation, every little generation, like there's no one big one. They're little generations, and everyone is framed by their biggest disaster that they can, like the first disaster they can remember. For us, Challenger, yes, yeah. Like even though we were like 5,
I was gonna say Pia Zadora's Golden Globe, but
that was, girl, how dare you? That was not a tragedy. That was amazing. How dare you? How dare you? Have you seen the latest season of The Great? Have you watched any of The Great?
The Great? Oh no, I haven't watched any of that yet.
The Fashion. Girl, you
isn't it like it's about Russians, right?
Yes.
Okay, I saw commercials for it, and I didn't understand it was a show.
An occasionally true story. It's not true. It's Nicholas Hoult and Elle Fanning just acting the shit out of things and hilarious.
Oh, I love Nicholas Hoult too. He's very good.
He's very hot.
Is he?
Do you not think he is?
I mean, the last time I saw him was in Mad Max, and he was kind of like covered in gross stuff. So,
I mean, he's been in other things, girl.
Yeah, but like not recently, right?
I mean, The Great.
I mean, besides The Great, though, every commercial I've ever seen, by the way, every little ad I've seen for that, I didn't even know he was in it. I only just see her. So, like, I thought it was almost like a kind of like a Russian version of Marie Antoinette.
He was just in the food movie.
The
Menu.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen either. About a boy.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, he was
a child.
He's a kid from About a Boy.
No, I know who he is, but like...
Oh, he was in The Favorite.
Oh, wait, he was in The Favorite.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
That was a really good... I gotta watch that movie again.
That was a fantastic movie.
It really was.
It really, really was. That's one of my... Oh, I love Emma Stone. I just...
Yeah, I feel like that's like one owning. I would even like own that movie, I think.
And you know, I the only thing preventing me from watching La La Land is I'd have to sit through and watch Ryan Gosling do anything. What? He's one of the most boring actors out there.
I loved him in Lars and the Real Girl.
Okay, see, everybody says that, but you can point to one movie.
No, there's a couple of movies he was in that I really liked him in. There was Lars and the Real Girl. I really liked him in La La Land, honestly. Hold
on. You don't think it'd be a much better movie if he and what's his doodle were switched?
Who?
The black dude.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I liked him in The Good Guys with Russell Crowe.
Okay.
I like him.
Okay.
I mean, The Driver, he was really good in.
I'm proud for you.
You asked me the question, so I was just answering the question.
He was okay in Barbie.
I heard that they were pushing for him to get an Oscar nomination for that.
Well, who else are they going to do this year? Have you seen Barbie yet?
No. I feel like the worst person ever, too. Don't take your headset off.
Oh, I was just getting ready to send you a message saying we can end this podcast right now so you can go and watch it.
No, because if I end the podcast now, I just got to go do my chores that I have to do after our podcast.
Girl, speaking of being a chore, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, you can go to patreon.com. Mims and Maim, you can throw somebody, hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcasts?
What?
That's right. We have Baking Sugar, our Deciding Women podcast, and hey, Maim. Maim.
Yeah.
Maim.
Yes.
Maim.
Yeah.
Maim.
Yeah.
We have another podcast coming.
Shut up.
That's right, dear listeners. To replace the ultimate very quick demise of We Object, we have...
It's not demise. It's just on pause until...
5 years from now. We have Mims and Maim Over the Moon, a moonlighting podcast. Dear listeners, if you sign up for our Patreon, you get to see us in the lightest of drag doing that
So
one.
light.
So light. So light.
So light.
Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
What?
That's right. If you go to mimsandmaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love? You love
5-star reviews?
That's right, Maim. I love 5-star reviews because they mean a lot to us. They help boost us up.
Boost us up like a
Boost
nice
us up. Like the Brustenhalten.
Bruce? What is that? A bra?
A bra in German, yes. Brustenhalten.
Why is it so long?
Because breast holder, Brustenhalten.
Do they have a shortened version of it?
Beha.
Beha?
Yeah, because B and H, Beha.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might use that in my own stuff. Especially when like the German tourists come in, you know, like
yeah.
I do take some of the stuff that we talk about and I incorporate that into my jokes with them.
This is season 4, episode 1, A Fashionable Way to Die. So, girl,
some of the lines I use in this episode, I was like, "What?"
Girl,
yes,
girl, we're in Gay Paris.
Gay Paris
On set number 3 in the backlot of CBS.
I'm waiting for that accordion.
There's a woman singing, girl. She's singing in English, La Vie en Rosé.
Oh, I love a La Vie Rosé.
I'm like, what? Why is she singing in English and why is she singing La Vie en Rosé? Because if you hear her, she's like, I'm assuming rose is in French. La Vie en Rose is what I
think it was. Is my understanding, and I could be wrong. It seemed like, was that lady like an expat? Was she originally from America and then she came to France, or like? I couldn't tell.
Girl. You're reading too much into it. There are accents that are all over the place. They're all just Americans.
Okay, never mind.
Everybody in this is American. What are you talking about? They're all just doing French accents.
They couldn't find any French people to be in this episode. Like,
no.
Oh, never mind. There's nobody on the studio line, so they could have just.
No.
Oh, good Lord.
I think I can do a Belfast Jackson and the inspector who sounded like a cheap Peter Sellers doing a Clouseau.
Rest in peace, Peter.
Rest in peace, Peter. I mean, he only did one thing that he probably should have never done when he was the Chinese man in Murder by Death. That was a racism. That was a racism.
But Lord knows they didn't know it was a racism back then, apparently. I guess.
So there are two people talking. There are two people talking in this bar as the chanteuse. I use that term, loosely. La Vie en Rose. La Vie en Rose.
Rose.
Speaking of, I wonder how she's doing.
Rose
The
bar?
drag queen. The drag queen
Oh.
Rose. Remember her?
Oh, that's right.
I liked her.
I think she's doing actually fine for my understanding. Like
Okay.
she just back to just being a normal drag queen.
Okay, good. Like I liked she was.
You know,
I liked her better than Candy Muse. That season.
That's not saying a lot, dear. It's not.
I mean, I think she was my second favorite that season. Because
I did like her.
that was Simone, Candy, Rose, and who was the fourth?
Simone, Candy, Rose, and I don't remember.
Because Candy knocked out Rose. Simone knocked out.
Have you watched that Simone show now that's on World of Wonder?
Are you? I ain't watching any of that shit. I tried to watch Jimbo's show and it was just bad.
I'm just asking.
There's only one show. There's one show that's keeping World of Wonder alive that is not a drag race, and that is
Yes.
Like is incredibly popular and rightfully so.
Yes, it's true.
And there's all the drag races. So that's all we got, and we are, girl. I am so. I've got feelings. I've got feelings about this season of UK.
Okay.
I've got two favorites.
Okay.
But you aren't caught up, so we aren't going to talk about it.
You can tell me the two. I'm just one episode behind. You can tell me your two favorites.
Kate and Ginger. Duh.
Oh, Ginger's my favorite.
Like
I looked at my husband the other day and I was like, I'm pretty certain that this is the one that I'm absolutely like.
I mean, it's not the one that RuPaul wants to win.
No, I know.
She wants Tamara to win.
Yeah, I know.
Who is very funny and very young. She is the Candy Muse of this season.
She is actually. You're right. Please don't let her win. I don't want her to win.
So there are two people talking. It's a young woman who wants to be a model. And the man's name is Maxime.
Of course it is.
Maxime. The chanteuse's name is Valerie. And the business partner is Ava. Or as JB later calls her, Eva.
That changes too. It's so weird.
God. This is an episode.
She was Ava. She was Eva, and then she went to France and became Ava. She left her Cabot Cove roots behind, or wherever.
I don't think she's from Cabot Cove. She doesn't sound like a Mainer.
I'm just throwing stuff out there right now.
So we're in France with the shittiest of sign, a tailored look.
Yeah.
Nobody would name their thing a tailored look.
I mean,
it could be called Ava. Like that's that. Anyway, that's that. That is the best way to put it. That is that, girl.
Oh wait, the dog keeps barking. We pause it for a second.
Yeah. Hold on.
We can figure this out.
Okay. It is, and we're back.
We're back.
And we are at a tailored look.
Ava.
And this is Ava's restaurant, and we meet Peter, her assistant, who just loves the dresses. They're all sparkles and happy.
Jeez. That guy's trying his best. He
reminded me of What's His Doodle from Wings, combined with
I can see that.
The dude from Airplane.
Yeah.
It's long and wide and looks like a big old Tylenol.
That man was a national treasure.
That man was a national treasure. Well, what's his name is here? Maxime.
Oh, Maxime.
And he and Ava go to the back room and they start talking. We find out that Lou Waters she's a model, and she's going to model for Ava, and it only cost her 10,000 Rupal doll hairs.
That's all? 10,000? Oh my God.
We find out that Ava, whatever.
Let's call the whole thing off.
God. Owes Max some money. Like, lots and lots of money. Like the pie in the sky. He wants to be rich. Doot. That would get you, girl.
Oh. Because it was so unexpected, and then it was such a deep cut at the same time. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, that's one of those songs that's like such a deep cut, but also it then evokes all of these memories immediately back. You're like, it's too much.
So he demands a 50-50 partnership, and if she doesn't do it, she's fucked.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's going to do a bump of cocaine. It's off of your motion.
And we find out that Valerie's daughter's name is Kim.
Oh.
That very French name. Kimberly. And she's going to model. And Peter heard all this. He heard all of the tea, and he comes in as soon as Maxime leaves just to go over and counsel Eva because she needs it. She needs a little hug, a little kiss.
Peter, you're so good to her. You're so good to her, Peter.
My nose is itching, girl. It's itchy.
Why is your nose so itchy while you're there?
I don't know. Must be those tribal lands I'm not a part of.
Oh, that's it. I think I'm gonna get a brow lift.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just being stupid right now.
Also, you know the Brazilian butt lifts are very unsafe, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, lots of people die having them.
I've never thought of having one of those.
Well, I'm just making sure that if you ever do decide to get any kind of work done, that we start with the face because that's the most necessary part, and then we can work to other places.
I'm leaving.
No, you
Call
don't.
my agent.
No,
Call
you
my
don't.
agent.
No, you're not because you don't like airports.
Oh, that's true.
So we're at the Jules Verne restaurant.
Getting on the Greyhound.
At the Tour de Vue. The Tour de Vue. And apparently Jules Verne Restaurante Bar and Grill is a real place.
What?
Yeah. We looked out. We're like, is the restaurant at the Eiffel? Because I knew there was a restaurant there. Is it really Jules? It's really the Jules Verne restaurant.
It's so strange. You would think they would be like, they would title it after the person that made the Eiffel Tower.
Mr. Eiffel?
Yeah.
No, it's the Jules Verne restaurant. It's got 4.4 stars on Google.
I hope they sell like octopus there. That would be wrong if they didn't.
A nice big kraken.
Yeah, right.
Did you ever read any of Jules Verne's things? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just saw that horrible movie. What was
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
No. The one that had it was what's his doodle's last movie. Sean Connery's last movie.
Oh, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
There you go. That's the one.
The movie that ended a literal icon's career.
I controversially brave opinion. That movie is a banger.
I low-key loved it, and to this day I'm like,
speaking of low-key loving a movie, you should watch Quiz Girl on Hulu. It is Sandra Oh and Awkwafina.
Okay.
Awkwafina is a tight-laced young girl, and Sandra Oh is her like estranged sister. Their mother leaves and goes to Macau, and they have to pay off her gambling debts. That's all I'm going to say. That is the base of the movie. As was said when Everything Everywhere All at Once started, like, how do you know that you made it? How do you know this is an important movie? When Asians have a movie that is nothing. It's not about being Asian. It's not about any of that. It's just fluff. This movie is fluff.
I
It
love
is great.
I got to tell my friend about that. Yeah, because
I mean,
he's here visiting, and his parents, they don't like a lot of modern stuff, but like they might like that.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, I love Sandra Oh. I love everything she does. Under the Tuscan Sun is one of my feel good movies. Call
it
me a
sounds like
basic white bitch.
is Sandra playing
No,
like
really, call me.
You're not basic.
Anyway,
You're like you are very white though.
it is true. Anyway, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, it sounded like Sandra was playing a character that sounds like what Aquafina normally plays.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
But she's much older. Like Aquafina's such a young girl.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
their gap
That's
is
why I'm
like
kinda like,
17 years.
this sounds interesting actually to me.
But it's again, it's nothing. It is a nothing movie. But
like
it's yeah.
Just silly for the sake of silliness.
So JB's here and she knows Eva. And so we're sitting in the restaurant, we're talking. Ava tried and failed a lot at becoming a fashion designer. I think she's still failing. But
Technically, yes.
But
based off of the plot.
She goes to the rehearsal. Ava takes her to the rehearsal. Kim is in this red number learning how to walk. This stunning red sparkly number with a velour skirt on it. I do not understand.
I love this entire
collection.
Scene. They make her seem like an absolute idiot, and she's like spinning around like a dumb.
I'm learning how to walk with my French accent. What do you think of my walk with my French accent?
I was like, which is worse?
It's like we're watching the worst version of Ratatouille.
This is like the sequel to The Red Shoes. Oscar-winning movie. This is like the sequel. The Red Dress. I mean, right?
It's the red purse. It's the red purse.
It is the red purse. We're not gonna say why we're talking about that yet.
No. Anyway, Lou's here.
Hello, Lou.
It's spelled L-U because I had the subtitles up earlier while I was like, it's L-U, not L-O-U for Louise. It's L-U. Like,
let her be fancy.
Okay.
Honey. She's a supermodel.
Work, turn to the left. Now work it, girl. Do your thing.
In front of the camera.
So she meets JB, and we find out that Claudia, who's Maxim's wife, who also has a French accent, is here, but she's arriving early. Valerie goes up to Kim and it's like, I want you to watch Maxi and Lou and make sure that they do not have the boom boom boom. Do you understand?
It's like, yes, we. Yes, we.
So
yes,
Maxim hands Ava the partnership agreement, and Ava signs. And now we're at the showgirl. We are at the world's largest fashion show.
Only 8 looks.
Girl, are you sure there aren't 500? Because she was rattling up number 501, 503. So Maxim shows up with Claudia as JB is sitting at a table, and he puts Claudia down beside of her, and he goes to the backstage. Lou, they start going out in different little dresses. There's a little Madonna number to start with. Lou goes out in a pearled up nonsense number with, black poofy sleeves and a pearl necklace is holding it up. How that pearl necklace is holding up this, I don't know.
You're a gay man, you know.
I have a phrase. I don't know if you know this phrase, so I'm going to message it to you. It's a word it's a phrase that I've lived by for all my life.
Oh no.
That is my phrase that I live by forever and ever and ever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it kind of puts my whole worldview into perspective, doesn't it?
I should have taken that advice. I would have gotten pink eye once. So yeah.
Told you so. Told you. So Max, there's a call for Maxim. There's a call for Maxim. There's a call for Maxim. There's a call for Maxim.
Bonjour.
The show, it goes on and on and on and on, and there's more looks and more looks and more looks and more looks. Lou comes out in a blue dress. It was supposed to be white.
Oh no.
Yee. The white one was on Margot's hook. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh oui.
Mais no.
So then they start playing La Marseillaise, and the red, white, and blue looks come out like the French flag.
And American flag. Remember,
flag.
it was a united front.
It was united front. I love La Marseillaise. That is one of my favorite songs.
Oh my god.
Well, do you not love it?
No, I do. I'm still giggling about the rest of it. The fashion show just did me in.
Well, we're at the after show now, girl. We're at the after show, and Ava is upset.
I would be upset, number one, them popping champagne bottles while they still got my dresses on. I'd be upset about that. But that's just me.
Well, JB's like, why are you upset? And Ava's like, he owns half of this company.
Oh, no.
And JB is like, I would have given you money. I will give you money. We'll get a good lawyer. We'll figure it all out. Because, you know, these American lawyers, they work in France, too.
They do.
So JB's like, let's go to Maxon's room and fix it. Claudia shows up, lets them in. Oh, no, Maxon's dead.
Like real dead.
Later on, we find out that he had a bullet in his shoulder and a bullet in his chest.
Oh, that's a terrible shot.
And there's even more accents going on everywhere. There's just room full of accents. And we meet Inspector, that guy, Palacé. Hugo Palacé.
No.
Who was in a previous episode of Murder, She Wrote, sounding real American for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, range, honey. He's got range.
He was also in an episode of Star Trek, very, 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 like, American. We found out that his watching valet was Soler. As in Maxime was part of the underworld.
No.
Oh, oui. Like it could be pornography and blackmail.
Oh, no.
Oui.
Pornography.
Oh, blackmail, oui.
Pornography with blackmail.
The maid. I had a shot at 9:50 because it was near my break. Oh, mais non. Oh, mais oui.
Oh, mais oui. Did you have la fromage for break?
I am hoping to get an Oscar for my accents. This is also my Amelie impersonation. Amelie.
We submit you for best foreign language. Made.
Oh, mais non, oh, mais oui. Oh, God. Who knew French could be spoken with a southern accent? By the way, Auntie Maim, I have something to tell you.
We have 5 years. Okay.
When you were doing the accent for the Rocky Chapel, I love how you stole the divine Miss Mims' accent upon that stage, you bitch.
It is the only accent I know.
I was like, oh no, that is my Southern accent.
It's the
Oh
only accent I know.
no. Oh
Remember,
no.
most of my black family does not have a strong southern accent. So you
So
have
you,
the one I know best.
so you made it actually sound like my mother. I was very impressed.
I knew it from you too.
Oui.
I learned it from you. I learned it from you.
There was also this woman. She had a big hat and a red coat with gray checks, and she was running to the elevator.
Oh no, how did she run with that big hat?
I don't know. Very carefully, apparently.
We're doing this the rest of the episode.
Are we?
May we?
Yes, I will if you wish. Unless we're talking about Ava and JB.
Yes, and then you have to do the other thing.
Top.
I don't know. You do not top your A side.
Oui. Oh God, I can't. It hurts my throat to keep doing that because it's got all.
I told you to eat it raw.
So the inspector,
Yes.
it's like is searching around, snooping around. He finds the agreement. He's like, if Ava is going to be the rage of Paris, why did she sell off half of her company?
Whoa.
And he finds 2 tickets to the Italian Riviera, and it's like, it is within my means. And he just kind of winks at JB.
2 tickets to paradise.
The inspector's assistant comes up, and he finds a picture, a very rude, lewd picture of the bottom half of a man and a woman.
Oh no.
And this is when it can be blackmail and pornography.
Oh no, blackmail and pornography.
Blackmail and pornography.
I prefer pornography with blackmail. Yeah, you're like weighing your decisions for words.
I am a white man and I shall not say anything.
I can see your gears turning like, I don't know where to go with
I
that.
cannot and I will not.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
God.
So we're back in JB's room. No, we're with the cast. We're with the cast now. And Peter's like, no, Ava could not have killed him because she was with us the entire time, and we love her. And we found out Kim told everyone about the shot. Like,
Kim,
that it happened at 9:50, and everybody heard about it, so she told everybody that everybody knows it happened during the show.
Jeez, Kim, just giving everything away.
So we're in JB's room now.
Mm-hmm.
And she picks up the phone. She's like, hey, could you please put me through to Ava at Rue de Chartres, number 32? It's like, girl, I know very well that the operators in Paris do not speak any English. And if they do, they will not help you with it.
No, they don't. They don't.
And while she's doing that, she sees Claudia in the other room because she left her stole in there. She grabs her stole and she picks something else off the floor.
What did she pick up off the floor?
Well, we'll find out in a second. JB hangs up the phone and runs over Claudia's room. It's like, what did you get? I got the button. Button. Who's got the button?
Oh. It's one of my favorite lines. Ugh.
So it's a coat button, and she thinks it's Valerie's button. Because, of course, the sexy woman was there with my husband earlier today, don't you know?
No.
He does. I do not ask about his business either because I know that he's into pornography and blackmail.
Oh, he's a very bad man.
And JB's like, oh, that button? I know that button. I know that button well. You need to go tell the inspector exactly where you found it because this is important. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're at Valerie's bar.
Valerie.
And the inspector's there. We found out that Maxim got her a new gig on the other side of the river, on the posh side.
Oh, okay. No
Yeah.
more poor people for her.
No more poor people. It's all on the posh side, which now all of Paris is posh. All of
Yeah.
Paris has always been posh. Like,
Yeah.
did you notice when you were in Paris? Like, when you went from Charles de Gaulle into the city?
Hmm.
Did you pay attention to the structures as you were going in? Like all of the huge, we would call them projects in the
Oh,
United
I
States.
know.
Yeah,
Yes.
like they are huge, tall towers that are on the outskirts of the city, and all the rich people live in the middle of the city.
Like Paris is such an interesting dichotomy because like I was there for like on day 2 or something like that. That's when I realized because it's Paris. So you're
Yeah.
like in your head, it's like it's kind of like New York because you're like, oh, it's like in whatever. And I remember specifically, I was like, gosh, I wonder where like businesses are because it's like New York. You're
Hmm.
like, there's no thing. And that's when the tour person, like we took a turn, and I noticed because it's in sections. That whole place is in
Hmm.
section.
Hmm.
And then I look off and like miles away,
Yeah.
and you see like just these skyscrapers
Yep.
in the middle of nothing,
Hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, that's where the businesses are." I'm like, "Wait,
Yep.
what's
Yep.
happening
Yep.
here?"
Yep.
They're
Yep.
like,
Yep.
"Oh yeah," like, and then they were like, because I asked somebody there, I was like, "So, do people live there?" Like, "Oh no, that's just where they do business."
Hmm. Yeah.
It basically is a ghost town every night,
Yeah.
and they all
Yeah.
come to like Paris where they live.
Hmm.
Such an unusual place.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
when what do they call? They call those the suburbs, right? Where the
Yeah.
projects are.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, and that's true for most large European cities, right? Like,
well,
like,
that's what I started to think too. But it was so funny because I was like, gosh, now that I think about it, you never see those parts of like the major metropolitan European
hmm.
city. You only ever see the old style
Hmm. Hmm.
things.
Hmm.
But it was just so funny because I had that thought that you just said. I was like, is every city like this?
Yep.
Because
Pretty
I don't
much.
know.
I mean, there are some that aren't like Germany. The whole Ruhr River Valley from
Hmm.
like Hamburg all the way down to Frankfurt, like it's a huge long stretch. It's like the most industrialized area in Europe. So it
Hmm.
is city, business, city, but it's just one huge, and I'm talking 300 miles. Some great, like it's a mega city. It is one of the largest mega cities in the world
Ooh,
of just nothing but people and industry
yeah.
combined. But like that's more of a more recent thing than like Munich is very much like Paris, where it's all in the outskirts versus the inside.
Mm,
Yeah.
got it.
Hmm.
That's interesting. Hmm.
And Germany, I think, does industrial towns too. Like their industries, like in towns.
The town industry. I'm gonna go work for the town industry now. Ooh.
So we're at Valerie's bar,
Oh, okay. Hey, Val.
and Maxim got her new gig, and Valerie didn't see him that night because when Claudia's in town,
Yeah.
she stays away.
Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense.
And we
Makes sense.
found out that she was there singing at her bar from 9:30 to 10, and her little barman was like, "No, no, no, you were here after 10 because your set started even later." And she was like, "Haha, I was."
Hmm.
So walking out onto the street, apparently the little assistant inspector. It just knew exactly where the inspector was. He comes up. He's like, "The weapon, it has been found in a plastic baggie. Here is your sandwich bag of
With my gun,
gun. We
the tiny gun. It's not the tiny
we
gun.
we have we have another problem. So
What?
there's another maid that heard another gunshot at 10. What? What?
What?
We. Uh, so we're back at the tailored look, and Lou is like, I need my $10,000.
Hmm.
Stat bitch.
Okay, Luke, calm down, girl. I thought you was a
Like
supermodel.
I needed that yesterday. You think RuPaul would wait to get paid?
I mean, I guess not, but dang, girl, you being real weird right now.
She goes over to Ava and it's like, Ava, I have to talk to you now. Well, can we do dinner tonight? No, now, 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 now. And she's like, Ava, that coat, the button was found, and Ava looks over at her arm. The button is gone, and the inspector walks in. And's like, "You're coming with me." So we're at the hotel, and JB begins interviewing the maid. She finds the other one,
Mm.
And they're like, they corroborate the story, and the maids are like, we have a second mystery. 2 towels, they are missing. We gave them to Maxine. And he was like, they are gone. They were stolen. So we do not know where they are. And they are taking some out of my shack. So I
no,
do not
the
like them.
towels. No.
We-
But such beautiful towels.
So we're at the tailored look again. And JB is interviewing Peter. And he's like, this blue number right here, if I could get into and out of it in 5 minutes, in less than 5 seconds, if I like dressing up as a woman.
I mean, Peter's like, I know for a fact I had a show last night.
Yeah, it's like, that's exactly what I was thinking. It was a little snug, but it worked, girl.
5 minutes. I got it in out in 5
minutes. Because there's no strap, there's no like
nothing. You
zipper.
Just put it over your head.
Put over your head and whoop, or you step into it. Now I've had to step into one too.
He stepped into a few.
I think he lives by the same motto I do.
I'll never forget that as long as I live.
Next time you when you're doing something with your husband, just do this and say my line.
I'll never forget that line as long as I live.
Oh God! Well, when you're hairy, it's very important.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
So JB thinks Lou may have done it. And Peter's like, but why? Why would she do it? Let's go find out.
Okay, Peter. Oh my God, you're a silly bitch. Oh my God.
Oh my God, you're such a silly bitch.
Oh my God, Peter, we're besties now.
We're besties now, Peter. Yeah.
Every episode, you're my new Grady.
Yes. I kept kicking that bitch to the curb.
I don't need family anymore. I've got you.
So we're at the inspector's office, and he looked in to Lou's bank account.
Oh.
And apparently she's had money taken out of it randomly, and she is poor.
Oh, no, not poor.
Yes. So the inspector interrogates her in front of everybody. And it's like, hey, you switch dresses. You put on Ava's coat and hat because Maxim was blackmailing you. And we find out that she was in Paris 6 years ago, had porno pics made. They were never published. He found them. He was blackmailing her. She shot him.
Oh.
But she ran away, threw the gun down, ran away because Madame Salé was in the suite.
Poor girl.
And there was a red purse sitting there.
Purse first.
Walking
in the room, purse first.
And JB's like, the inspector's like, aren't you happy I've done it? And JB's like, you've gotten the wrong person. So we're now at the Chanteuse again. In her new bar, in her hotel bar.
Oh, quelle surprise.
She is singing in English again.
Again, yeah.
I'm sure these French people love to hear English.
They were like, where's the black one? She did it better. If you're going to sing in English, let it be a black woman.
I mean, is this anyway? So Valerie comes over to talk to the inspector, and we find out that Maxim was taking Valerie's daughter to Italy.
Oh, gross.
Maxim, after Lou shot him, Maxim called Valerie. She came over, saw Kim's red purse. She freaked out and killed him. The reason they know that was Kim was not wearing a purse in the fashion show, and it was sitting in the backstage of the bar in front of everybody.
No.
She gets up. Valerie gets up, goes to sing one last song before she's taken in. And the inspector says, your half of, Madame JB, your half of the check is 140 francs. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Jessica should just put out.
Hey, Maim.
Jessica should have been like, I mean, or we can just, go back to your place after this, and then,
It's true.
he wanted her so
bad. Hey, Maim, did you enjoy this episode?
Oh yeah,
It was.
Oh yeah,
This one was maybe the most cuckoo bonkers one we've ever seen. Like,
I would say this one to me was like, because every time we start a new season, it's always kind of like it's okay. This was like definitely a season opener kind of show.
It was.
Like,
It was. The fashion was so bad. The fashion was
when they
so bad.
Hold on. Let me just be very clear. In one part of the episode, they compared her to Givenchy.
Oh, yes.
In another part of the episode, they compared her to Coco Chanel.
Yes.
And I was like,
yes.
Are we looking at the same dress?
Yes. That horrible red dress. That red ass dress. That horrible Maim.
No.
It's the blue dress.
No, it's none of them. It's that metallic silver dress that was a jumpsuit that had that polka dot skirt wrap thingy. What in the world?
I will give you that the CBS costume designer had a lot of fun with this one.
No. She totally did. I was fine. And then when I saw that, I was like, this doesn't even go with the same kind of collection. Like, what's happening here?
Babe, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
I'll be crawling under my sewing machine right after this just to make amends for what we had to watch. Hello, dear listeners. You can find me hosting Amazing Colossal Karaoke every Thursday night at Kill Your Idol in Miami Beach, performing with the Villain Theater in Miami, and as a commentator on the It's Happening Out talk show. You can find links to all of that stuff at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemissmims.com. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
No.
That's right. If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that we have another podcasts?
What?
That's right. We have Baking Sugar, our Designing Women podcast, and very soon, Mims and Maim Over the Moon, a moonlighting podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yeah?
Did you know that we have merchandise?
Zutalo.
That's right. If you go to mimsandmaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I love?
Oh, star reviews.
That's right. Not un, not trois, deux, not trois, not quatre, but 100 star reviews. I love them, Maim. I do not know if I can even count above 5 in French. No, I cannot. I know to 5. I do not know more. I do not need to know more, as I know 2 other languages beyond 5.
Two languages.
2 others in English. I can count to 10 in German and in Spanish and maybe even Mandarin if I'm having a good day.
Oh, you have a very loose tongue.
I do, and you know what they say about loose tongues?
They get dry.
It's true. Hey, Maim.
Yeah. Oui.
Did you know that the patron, the people are there, that they can reach us? Did you know that they can come out and reach us?
What?
Oui, if they can send us a message at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. Mim. They can send us a text at 704-380-0618, Maim.
Only because we're doing these accents. What is the country code?
It is oh. Hey, Maim.
Oui.
Do you have anything else to add?
I know.
So why don't you just say good night, Maim?
Bonsoir, Mim.
Bye, y'all.